Seniors, something is happening in your body every night, costing you your strength, independence, and energy. And most people don't even know it. While you sleep, your body enters a natural fasting state. For 7 to 9 hours, you're not eating, drinking, or moving. And during that time, especially after age 60, your muscles become a hidden energy source your body begins to tap into. In simple terms, your body starts eating away at itself, breaking down muscle tissue for fuel. This is why many older adults wake up feeling stiff, weak, or off balance. It's not just aging, it's muscle loss happening overnight. The medical name for this process is sarcopenia, and it begins as early as age 30. According to the National Institute on Aging, we lose between 3% and 8% of our muscle mass every decade after 30. By age 70, that number can reach as high as 40%. That's nearly half of your body's strength gone. But it's not just about muscle, it's about mobility, balance, and independence. The CDC reports that 1 in 3 adults over 65 falls every year, and falls are the #1 cause of injury-related death in older adults. Here's the most heartbreaking part. Much of this is preventable. In my 25 years of working with older patients, I've seen incredible turnarounds, not from fancy pills or intense workouts, but simple changes in evening nutrition. The foods you eat before bed can feed your muscles through the night instead of letting them shrink. So in this video, I'll walk you through 8 of the most powerful bedtime foods for stopping muscle loss, based on the latest science and real patient results. If you've noticed your strength fading despite trying to stay active, this message is for you. Let's rebuild your strength, starting tonight. If there's one food that feels indulgent but secretly works overtime to protect your strength, it's this: Greek yogurt. But not just yogurt, the thick, creamy kind packed with slow-digesting protein. Let me explain why it's so powerful, especially as we age. Greek yogurt contains a special kind of protein called casein. Unlike whey, which digests quickly, casein breaks down slowly in your stomach, releasing a steady stream of amino acids into your bloodstream for up to 8 hours. That's the exact amount of time your muscles are fasting during sleep. Think of it like a slow drip IV for your muscles. Instead of letting your body break down tissue overnight for fuel, Greek yogurt gives it what it needs to rebuild. Here's the science. During sleep, your body naturally produces growth hormone, especially in the first few hours after you fall asleep. This hormone is critical for tissue repair, including muscle. But without the proper nutrients in your system, it has nothing to work with. Greek yogurt supplies the raw materials, protein, calcium, and amino acids, right when your body is most ready to use them. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Nutrition followed a group of seniors who ate Greek yogurt every night before bed. Over just 6 months, those who included it in their nightly routine gained an average of 4.2 pounds of lean muscle, while those who didn't lost muscle. Let me tell you about Helen. She's a 73-year-old retired school teacher who came to me frustrated. She said, "Evelyn, I can't even carry my groceries up the stairs anymore." Her grip strength had dropped, and she was starting to avoid activities she once loved. We introduced a simple habit: a small bowl of Greek yogurt each night, mixed with crushed walnuts and a few raspberries. 4 months later, Helen walked in smiling. "I'm back to lifting my grandbaby," she told me. Her strength had improved by over 25%, and she felt 10 years younger. Now, for this to work, quality matters. Choose plain, full-fat Greek yogurt with at least 15 grams of protein per serving. Avoid flavored, sugar-filled varieties. They can spike your insulin and interfere with nighttime recovery. Instead, add your flavor: a handful of blueberries for antioxidants, a drizzle of raw honey for sleep support, or a sprinkle of cinnamon to aid digestion. Timing is also key. Eat it 30 to 60 minutes before bed so your body can begin digestion before deep sleep. This isn't about trends or superfoods. It's about giving your muscles exactly what they need when doing their most important work, repairing and rebuilding. Greek yogurt may seem simple, but in the proper context, it's a powerful ally in your fight to stay strong, independent, and energetic well into your 70s and beyond. Don't underestimate what one bowl can do, especially when your future strength depends on it. At first glance, cottage cheese might not seem like a muscle-building powerhouse. It's lumpy, old-fashioned, and often pushed aside for trendier options. But for older adults looking to stop muscle loss overnight, this humble food is one of the most effective tools to add to your evening routine. Cottage cheese is a dual protein source containing casein and whey. This combination gives you the best of both worlds. Whey protein starts working quickly, delivering amino acids to your muscles within minutes. At the same time, casein keeps feeding your body over several hours. It's like a team. One gets to work immediately, the other stays on the job all night. 1 cup of cottage cheese delivers 25 grams of protein, including about 3 grams of leucine, the key amino acid that helps synthesize muscle protein. According to researchers at the University of Texas, older adults need more leucine per meal to stimulate muscle growth. Cottage cheese hits that threshold perfectly. But there's more. Cottage cheese is rich in calcium, which helps with muscle contraction and nerve signaling, and vitamin B12, which supports energy and coordination. These are critical for preventing falls and balance issues that so many seniors face. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults over 60 who consumed cottage cheese before bed had 34% less overnight muscle breakdown than those who didn't eat anything. That's a big difference when trying to maintain strength, mobility, and independence. Let me introduce you to Frank, a 69-year-old retired gardener. His hands had become so weak that he couldn't even twist open a jar of pickles. His doctor diagnosed him with early-stage sarcopenia. We made one change. Frank started eating 1 cup of cottage cheese with a dash of cinnamon every night. According to his DEXA scan, his lean muscle mass increased by 6 pounds within 3 months. He was back in his garden, building raised beds for spring. To get similar results, here's how to use cottage cheese effectively. Choose a version with at least 2% fat. This slows digestion and helps with hormone regulation. Eat it about 45 minutes before bedtime to allow initial digestion. Add natural flavor boosters like sliced peaches, pineapple for digestive enzymes, or ground flax seeds to boost omega-3s. Avoid brands with added sugar or artificial thickeners. Cottage cheese may not be flashy, but it's one of the most efficient, affordable, and proven ways to fuel your muscles while you sleep. You can protect your strength, improve balance, and reduce your risk of age-related muscle loss for under $1 per serving. Sometimes, the simplest choices offer the most outstanding results. This is one of them. Regarding muscle preservation, few foods work as comprehensively as wild-caught salmon. This isn't just another source of protein. It's a triple-action powerhouse that strengthens your muscles, reduces inflammation, and enhances your body's ability to respond to growth signals, especially as you age. Let's break this down. Each 3-ounce serving of salmon delivers around 22 grams of high-quality, complete protein. But what makes salmon unique isn't just the protein, it's the omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These healthy fats are critical in fighting anabolic resistance, a condition common in seniors where your muscles stop responding effectively to protein and exercise. Think of anabolic resistance like a fog between your food and your muscles. No matter how much protein you eat, it doesn't land unless your muscles are ready to use it. Omega-3s clear that fog. A groundbreaking study from Washington University showed that older adults who consumed salmon 3 times a week improved their muscle protein synthesis by 50% in just 8 weeks. That's a massive leap, and all from food that's also heart healthy. But there's more. Salmon is one of the few natural sources of vitamin D, a nutrient that directly affects muscle strength. According to Harvard Health, 75% of adults over 65 are deficient in vitamin D, contributing to weakness, fatigue, and increased fall risk. A single serving of wild salmon delivers about 75% of your daily needs. Let me share Patricia's story. She's a 74-year-old retired nurse who came to me after noticing she needed help to get out of a chair. Her blood tests revealed critically low vitamin D and signs of muscle breakdown. We added 2 small servings of wild salmon weekly and a protein-rich snack at night. Her leg strength improved by 45% in just 5 months, and she completed her first 5K charity walk in over a decade. To get the most from salmon, choose wild-caught over farmed. It contains 30% more omega-3s and fewer contaminants. Bake it at 375 degrees Celsius with lemon, garlic, and olive oil for 12 minutes. Simple, delicious, and effective. Eat it 2 to 3 hours before bed. Early enough to digest, but late enough to fuel overnight repair. Bonus tip: pair your salmon with a leafy green salad for added magnesium and fiber, which aid muscle function and digestion. Salmon isn't just brain or heart food, it's muscle-saving food, especially for those over 60. If you're looking for a way to protect your independence, rebuild strength, and support your body from the inside out, make salmon a regular guest on your dinner plate. Your muscles will thank you. Quietly, powerfully, and steadily every night you sleep. If you've ever been told to throw out the yolks, it's time to unlearn that advice, especially if you're over 60. Because when it comes to rebuilding muscle, whole eggs are one of nature's most perfect complete foods. Each large egg contains about 6 grams of high-quality protein, but the magic lies in the yolk. That golden center isn't just fat, it's packed with half the egg's protein, plus vital nutrients like vitamin D, choline, and leucine. Essential for muscle growth, nerve function, and recovery. Let's talk about leucine for a moment. The amino acid flips the growth switch inside your muscle cells, and as we age, our bodies require more of it to get the same muscle-building effects. According to the NIH, older adults need about 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine per meal to trigger muscle synthesis. Just 2 whole eggs get you halfway there. And when paired with other foods, they become a complete muscle repair toolkit. But the yolk does more than deliver leucine. It's one of the best dietary sources of choline, a nutrient essential for maintaining strong neuromuscular junctions, the connections between your muscles and nerves. These connections often fray with age, reducing coordination, delayed reflexes, and higher fall risk. 1 egg gives you 147 milligrams of choline, which supports these critical links in your movement system. Here's the myth-busting science. A 2019 study from the University of Illinois compared people who ate whole eggs to those who ate only egg whites. The group eating whole eggs stimulated 40% more muscle protein synthesis, thanks to the synergy of fats, micronutrients, and protein. This means the yolk enhances the body's ability to use the white. They're meant to work as a team. Let me introduce Martin. He's a 68-year-old retired mail carrier who prided himself on staying active. But despite walking every day, he kept losing strength. His wife noticed he struggled with small tasks, carrying laundry baskets, climbing stairs. We discovered his albumin levels, a marker of protein status, were low. We added 2 whole eggs to his nightly routine, usually as a light omelet with spinach. 4 months later, Martin had gained 8 pounds of lean muscle, his albumin levels had normalized, and his daily tasks felt easy again. He told me, "I didn't change my workout. Just my evening plate. Here's how to make eggs work for you. Prepare 2 whole eggs as a light omelet or frittata, 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Add veggies like spinach, mushrooms, or bell peppers for extra nutrients. For healthy fats that support digestion and hormone balance, cook with olive oil or a small pat of butter. Eggs are more than just breakfast food. For older adults, they're a nighttime strength builder. Simple, affordable, and incredibly effective. So the next time you reach for a snack before bed, skip the crackers and crack open a few eggs instead. You don't have to eat meat to maintain muscle. One of the most potent combinations for muscle support, especially overnight, is entirely plant-based: quinoa and black beans. Together, they form a nutritional partnership that rivals any steak or chicken breast. Let's start with the science. Quinoa is one of the only plant foods that contains all 9 essential amino acids, making it a complete protein. It's technically a seed, but cooks and tastes like a grain. On the other hand, black beans are rich in methionine, an amino acid that quinoa lacks. Pairing them gives you protein complementation, a perfect amino acid profile that your muscles can use to rebuild and grow. 1 cup of this combo delivers about 16 grams of complete protein and many other benefits. It's loaded with magnesium, a mineral involved in over 300 biochemical processes, including muscle contraction and protein synthesis. According to the World Health Organization, 68% of seniors are magnesium deficient, which may explain why so many struggle with nighttime leg cramps or sluggish recovery after physical activity. This pairing also contains 12 grams of fiber, which helps stabilize your blood sugar through the night. When your blood sugar crashes during sleep, your body produces cortisol, a stress hormone that accelerates muscle breakdown. Keeping your blood sugar steady means more muscle retention and better sleep quality. Let's look at a real-life example. Tanya, a 70-year-old yoga instructor from Santa Fe, had been teaching for decades. But over the last year, she started noticing a troubling change. She couldn't hold poses she once taught with ease. Despite daily activity, her DEXA scan showed a 12% drop in lean muscle mass. We introduced a simple evening meal: quinoa cooked in low-sodium vegetable broth, topped with half a cup of black beans and a drizzle of tahini. She had it around 6:30 p.m., 3 hours before bedtime. 6 months later, Tanya was stronger, more stable, and had regained 7 pounds of lean muscle. She was again teaching advanced classes, and her students were amazed at her renewed energy and strength. To try this muscle-saving combo yourself, cook 1 cup of quinoa with 2 cups of vegetable broth for flavor. Add 1 par 2 cup of cooked black beans, seasoned with garlic, cumin, and a squeeze of lime. Eat it 2.5 to 3 hours before bed to allow for complete digestion and sustained nighttime protein release. Want a bonus? Add a spoonful of tahini or avocado on top for healthy fats that help slow digestion and increase nutrient absorption. This dish isn't just nutritious, it's comforting, affordable, and incredibly effective at protecting your strength. Whether you're vegetarian, cutting back on meat, or want to diversify your protein sources, quinoa and black beans are a delicious way to fuel your body for the night ahead. Your muscles don't care where the protein comes from. They need it. Please give them the tools to stay strong, even while you sleep. Now let's talk about a combination that does more than feed your muscles. It improves your hormones, enhances recovery, and helps you sleep more deeply. That duo? Tart cherry juice and whey protein. This pair works like a nighttime switch that turns on your body's repair mode. Let's start with tart cherry juice. Unlike regular cherries or fruit juices, tart cherries contain the highest natural concentration of melatonin found in any food. Melatonin is your brain's sleep hormone. It helps you fall asleep faster and stay in deeper stages of sleep where muscle repair is most active. According to a study from Louisiana State University, older adults who drank 8 ounces of tart cherry juice before bed increased their sleep efficiency by 84%. That means they spent more time in deep restorative sleep, the exact phase when growth hormone and testosterone, two critical muscle-preserving hormones, are released. Better sleep alone would be a win. But when you add whey protein to the mix, something even more powerful happens. Whey protein is the fastest absorbing protein available. It reaches your bloodstream in as little as 30 minutes, delivering a quick surge of amino acids to your muscles. This timing perfectly aligns with the early sleep phase, when growth hormone levels spike and your body is most ready to build and repair. A 2022 study from the University of Birmingham showed that seniors who consumed a whey and tart cherry drink before bed increased overnight muscle protein synthesis by 55%, compared to those who consumed either component independently. Let me tell you about Earl, a 74-year-old retired firefighter. Years of overnight shifts had wrecked his sleep schedule. Over 5 years, he lost nearly 20 pounds of muscle. He also had chronic insomnia, averaging only 4 hours of sleep per night. We introduced a nightly drink, 8 Oz of pure tart cherry juice mixed with 20 grams of unflavored whey protein isolate. Within 6 weeks, Earl slept 7 hours a night, and by month 4, he had regained 12 pounds of muscle mass. His strength tests improved by 40%, and for the first time in years, he said, "I feel like myself again." To get the same benefit, use 8 Oz of organic, unsweetened tart cherry juice. Look for Montmorency cherries on the label. Mix with 20 grams of plain whey protein, isolate or concentrate. Unflavored is best to avoid sugars or additives. Drink 30 minutes before bed. Don't be afraid of cherry juice's natural sugars. They help shuttle amino acids into muscle cells, amplifying the protein's effectiveness. This combination works in multiple ways. It calms your nervous system, lowers inflammation, enhances hormone output, and feeds your muscles during the most crucial night hours. If you struggle with sleep, wake up sore or weak, or want to accelerate recovery, this simple drink might be the most powerful 1-minute habit you can add to your nighttime routine. Because in the end, a well-rested body is a stronger body, and strength is the foundation of independence. Sometimes, the most powerful muscle-protecting foods don't look like much. They're quiet, simple, comforting. That's precisely why almond butter deserves a spot on this list, especially for those over 60 who want to preserve strength while they sleep. 2 tablespoons of natural almond butter provide about 8 grams of protein, but the real magic lies in its healthy fats, micronutrients, and slow-digesting fiber. These work together to create the perfect nighttime fuel, offering steady nourishment for your muscles over several hours, without spiking your blood sugar or leaving you feeling heavy. Let's begin with the fat content. Almond butter is rich in monounsaturated fats, which support heart health and play a significant role in hormone production, including testosterone and growth hormone, which decline naturally with age but are essential for maintaining muscle mass. Without enough healthy fat, your body can't produce these key hormones effectively. Then there's vitamin E. One serving of almond butter contains 7.5 g, or about 50% of your daily needs. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that protects muscle cell membranes from oxidative damage, according to researchers at Tufts University. Older adults with higher vitamin E levels retained 34% more muscle mass over 5 years than those deficient. Almond butter also contains arginine, an amino acid that boosts nitric oxide production, a compound that increases blood flow. Better circulation means more nutrients reach your muscles at night, enhancing repair and recovery. And with 100 mg of magnesium per serving, it also helps prevent those frustrating nighttime leg cramps. Let me tell you about Dorothy. She's a 70-year-old retired librarian struggling with stairs. something she used to handle without thinking. A DEXA scan revealed she'd lost 18% of her muscle mass in just 3 years. We made one small change. Dorothy began eating natural almond butter on sprouted grain toast an hour before bed. After 5 months, she'd regained 10 pounds of lean muscle, could climb 3 flights of stairs without stopping, and had the energy to volunteer again at her local library, shelving books and reconnecting with her community. To use almond butter effectively, choose natural varieties with no added sugar or palm oil. Spread 2 tablespoons on a slice of whole grain or sprouted bread, or mix it into Greek yogurt. Eat it 60 to 90 minutes before bed to allow your body to begin digestion without rushing into sleep. Want an extra benefit? Add a slice of banana or a sprinkle of cinnamon on top for improved taste and additional sleep-supportive nutrients. Almond butter isn't just a snack, it's sustained overnight muscle fuel. It gives your body what it needs to preserve strength, fight inflammation, and regulate hormones, all while you sleep peacefully. In the quiet of the night, this little spoonful might be why you wake up stronger tomorrow. We've reached the top of the list. The most effective food combination for preventing muscle loss overnight. If you're over 60 and serious about maintaining your strength, this should be the final step in your nightly routine. A casein protein shake mixed with whole milk. Why this combo? Because it's designed to match your body's natural repair cycle, hour by hour, while you sleep. Let's start with casein. Unlike whey, which is fast-absorbing, casein digests very slowly. When it enters your stomach, it forms a gel-like consistency, which releases amino acids into your bloodstream gradually. 3 to 4 grams per hour for up to 8 hours. That's exactly the length of an average night's sleep. It's like putting your muscles on a drip. Steady fuel throughout the night, preventing them from breaking down for energy. And when you mix it with whole milk, you're creating a perfect synergy. Whey protein in milk offers a quick protein spike at the start of sleep. Casein protein handles the long game. Fat in whole milk slows digestion further and supports hormone production. And milk also delivers calcium, about 300 milligrams per cup, essential for muscle contraction and nerve function. Now here's the science. A landmark study from Maastricht University followed older adults who consumed 40 grams of casein before bed. Over 12 weeks, they experienced a 22% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis and showed measurable gains in muscle mass, without changing their daytime routines. The researchers noted this was the most effective nutritional strategy for combating age-related muscle decline. Let me introduce Harold. He's an 81-year-old retired engineer. His family was worried. He'd become frail, had trouble walking to his mailbox, and couldn't carry a grocery bag. A DEXA scan showed he had lost 25 pounds of muscle mass, and his muscle index was below the 5th percentile for his age. We started Harold on a simple nightly ritual. 30 grams of micellar casein protein blended with 8 ounces of whole milk and just 1 teaspoon of honey for sleep support. He drank it 30 minutes before bed and added resistance band exercises thrice weekly. 6 months later, Harold had gained 18 pounds of lean muscle, doubled his walking speed, and increased his grip strength by 60%. Best of all, he flew across the country, solo, to visit his grandchildren for the first time in years. Here's how you can do the same. Use micellar casein protein powder, not calcium caseinate. They're different. Mix 30 green of powder with 8 Oz of whole milk. Add 1 tsp of honey or cinnamon for sleep-enhancing tryptophan and flavor. Drink 30 minutes before bed. This shake is simple, affordable, and scientifically backed, and it gives your muscles what they need to stay strong while you sleep. In just 2 minutes a night, you can build a foundation for energy, balance, and independence tomorrow. When it comes to aging well, this isn't just a shake. It's a nightly investment in your future strength. Muscle loss after 60 doesn't happen overnight. But it does happen every night if you're not giving your body what it needs. The good news? You now know precisely how to fight back. Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, salmon, eggs, quinoa and beans, tart cherry juice with whey, almond butter, and casein shakes aren't exotic or expensive. They're real, nourishing foods that work with your body's natural rhythm. And when timed right, especially before sleep, they help your muscles rebuild, not shrink. You don't need to do all 8 at once. Start with one, maybe a scoop of almond butter tonight, or a casein shake before bed. Small actions, repeated daily, create lasting strength. Because staying strong isn't about lifting heavy weights or chasing youth. It's about preserving independence, balance, and the freedom to live on your terms. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these muscle-saving foods will you try tonight? Drop it in the comments. I respond to each one. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone you care about. You could change their future with one simple tip. Your strength starts with tonight's choice.